Take of the day.
The concept behind why I came to life while I was a full-time student at the Art Institute of Atlanta. My friend Mika Dobbins, she's an Atlanta local Christian artist, and her husband Micah invited me out to their church for a concert that they were having on behalf of promoting her album Heart of God, in which Why I Came was on. So I went out to support them, and on my way out there I said, okay Lord, you're really pressing upon my heart to go. So on my way there I heard God say to me, listen. So I went to the concert, I enjoyed it, and I bought the album online. It was on iTunes, and I went home and I listened to every track that was on there, and I listened intently. And when I got to Why I Came, visually, immediately, I saw a man walking to a bridge. I saw him about to jump off the bridge. Then I saw the hand of Jesus touching him to attempt to stop him. Then I saw the prostitute taking the money from the guy. And it's all these things that it just immediately came to me as the words fell off of Mika's lips on this song. So I went back to Mika and Micah and said, I have this concept and I want to share it with you guys and see if you'd be interested in me shooting a music video, which I had never done before. And they were ecstatic, and the rest is history. The rest is history. It was just a wonderful beginning to something that I had never done. So I was really excited about it, and it was definitely something that God wanted me to do. Now, when God gave me the vision for the video, of course, He gave it to me in pieces. So when I was able to sit down and figure out how I wanted to do it, one of the things that I originally wanted to do was to have a young man, and this is Micah Dobbins, Mika's husband, driving along on the expressway, and then all of a sudden he looks up and he sees on the bridge that it appears that someone is about to jump to their death. But as you can see, we missed the bridge, and it was really a hard take to get. So instead, we just pulled over on the shoulder, and we just shot it as a wide shot, and we were able to still get good footage. This gentleman that's playing this role, the man wanting to commit suicide, is Tariq Johnson. He's an excellent actor. He was in a film prior to this one entitled Unconditional. He just did an outstanding job in that. Here we have the hand of Jesus touching him right before he's about to, quote unquote, take his plummet to his death. And of course we know that Jesus is not physical. He can't touch us, but he can speak to our hearts. And this is him speaking to his heart right now and giving him peace in the midst of his storm, which is something that God does very well to a lot of us, even if we don't ask for it. Speed. I first met Brandy Crawford at a casting audition that I was hosting for a short film that I was doing called Never Stop. She came to audition for the role of the other woman, and I'll never forget her. She came in, she had on this black tight cocktail dress, these high heels, and she said in her little southern drawl, "It's my first time here and I'm so nervous," and I just chuckled inside. And she went ahead, she auditioned, but I never forgot her. And about a year later, when I was, of course, thinking about the concept for the video, I called her and I said, "Hey, I don't know if you remember me. About a year ago, you came and you auditioned for, Never Stop." She's like, "Yeah, I remember. And I said, "I want to cast you for this role. Like, you don't even have to audition." I said, "I remember you. You stuck out. So come out. I want to give you this role." And she was so excited about it. And just such a blessing just to meet her. She was just wonderful on set. She clicked with everybody. It was just like she was family automatically, immediately. And here we see Brian Sterry playing the role of the man that's soliciting her for sex as a prostitute. He was actually one of the lead camera operators on the video. This shot you see right here is actually a shot that we did not use because we lost the light. So all the lights that you do see are natural lighting, and it's natural light from the street light and then the natural blue light of the night, which is absolutely gorgeous. It just wasn't lit enough. Here we have Cortland B. Tony. He was the gaffer for us during the shoot, as well as responsible for the different type of lenses that we chose and the different type of looks that we did for the video. He's working alongside with Brian Sterry. Again, he was one of our head camera operators with Ajaya Whiteside. There's Janelle Brown, and there's me staring off into space and thinking, what's next? What needs to be done next? Always in a focus mode. And Emmanuel Liddell Phillips is behind camera doing all the behind the scenes footage while we're in the studio. But I had a wonderful crew. I was very blessed for everyone that was involved. And all of this started with a vision that God gave me. First with a word to listen, and then with a vision behind what he wanted to be done. I could have took this vision, I could have said, I can't shoot a music video. I'm in school full time. I'm working. I'm doing school projects. There's no way that I can do this, God. But I said, you know what, God? You brought it to me. You showed me the vision, so evidently it can get done. And just to encourage you, there are so many things that God shows you. You're sitting at home at your corporate job, or you're sitting at home, working a home job, and you're at your computer and you're hating life. And God has given you a gift to dance. And he's showing you all these different type of dance moves that you can show teenagers to veer them away from dancing provocatively. But you're like, I don't have a studio. I don't have a car. I don't have this. I don't have that. And as long as we keep that mentality, we'll never, ever, ever get what God has for us. I'm a living witness. If God will bring it to you, he will make it work. Every production that I've ever done costs money. And I've not always had the money to do it. But if you don't have the money, you will bring people in your path that will have the money to get it done. So don't let money stop you. Don't let your situation, don't let your lack of transportation, don't let anything stop you from where God is trying to get you, because you'll be so blessed. And I can just go on and on about all the connections that I've made just by being obedient. This is just one of the projects, of the many projects and visions that God has given me. I mean, I could go on and on. But don't get stuck in life because of lack of faith. Trust God, believe God, and it'll get done. Just look at what he did in this situation. All because I decided to listen.